To continue our discussion, I would like to tackle with you the word assessment. Have you ever have you ever made an assessment with someone, with a student, or even with a teacher? Assessment somehow is not an easy work, but as a future educator, we must be an assessor. So, in my slides, I will be showing with you different meanings of assessment and its purpose and the methods of doing an assessment. So, what what is assessment? So, assessment can be done with projects, e-portfolios, tests, essays, and there are many more. And assessment, it is the process of collecting information about a child's strengths and needs. It uses a problem solving that involves a systematic collection as well as interpretation of gathered data. So, a very noted word there is a problem solving that involves a systematic collection. So, in this case, assessment is not like a snapshot of information that you get from someone, then that's fine. No, assessment is a systematic collection. It means that it goes along the process and you are collecting information based upon the strength and needs of a child. Teachers and administrator makes instructional decision based on the assessment result. So take note of this. Doing the assessment, especially the teachers or administrator, they make an instructional decision based upon the result of the assessment. So it is very critical that the details in our assessment is very uh, reliable, and that is what we are getting from the child. Assessment and its purpose. Assessment has variety of purpose in special and inclusive education. It begins with initial identification that was explained a while ago with Ate Melissa, and the pre-referral process. The result of an assessment are used to decide on a child's educational placement and to plan instructional programs for a child identified to have additional needs. So that is the purpose why we as future educator in the doing the assessment. And some many more purpose of assessment. It is for progress monitoring and evaluation of teaching programs and services and with another. The purpose in which is to determine how effective programs are to assess the inclusive teachers and the special education teachers. So, assessment is to monitor, to evaluate, to see where the child is up to. And assessment is not just information that you get from someone or it has been given to you and now you will be the one assessing it. No, uh, it must be you personally who are doing the action. You will not just get the information from someone and then you do the judgment. I think it's not that formal. So There are methods of assessment. First, we have observation. Second, professional discussion, and then questioning, projects, and assignment, or the RPL, which stand for recognition of prior learning. And number 6 is witness testimony. Number 7 will be the work products. So I will discuss this with you one by one. First one, this is a uh, common way of doing an assessment. Of course, you will do an observation first for the child. Let's say the child was able to demonstrate skills. Yeah, he is good. And as an assessor, we must record every practical activities that the child is doing for us to be able to pen down what what he needs to improve, and what is his weakness, what is his strength, and many more. This could be a time consuming for the assessor, but somehow it will give you a reliable evidence, or reliable, timely, and up to date. So it means you are in the actual process. You observe. It means that you are beside, or if not beside literally, but you are with the children, or you are with the child that you are observing with. And therefore, you can write down all the notes that you have seen with the child. Next is a professional discussion. Yeah, this is like a one-on-one talk with your student, or with your student. This is the record. You can uh, a professional discussion. It is like uh, making time with your student. It's just you and him, whoever he is, and you will record the conversation. Of course, if you sit together, and you do the conversing with him, you should record the conversation. Otherwise, that is so to have an clear evidence of what you are looking for, or what your criteria is for that child. You can also ask him like verbally, and you can also make him write. Yeah, you can also make him write in this case. And it is always important that when you are conversing with your student, that you should not lead the learner to the answer. It must be the learner who will be leading to the answer. And I hope that is clear. The assessor must not lead. Though it is easy for the assessor to lead the child, the learner, into the answer, but it is always excellent to see the learner being the leader to the right answer. It's nice to see a child growing, right? Yeah. That's how you assess. You see the child's improvements. Okay, next is our next assessment method is questioning. Yeah, this is very common with us. In our class, we have been given exams, quizzes, and tests. Why? This is to prove if we are learning. In this case, the teachers are doing a silent assessment on us. If we fail in the exam, it means that we are not studying, or it means that we are not yet uh, that much exposed to the subject. So this is a common method of assessing a student. Yeah, testing written or